All right, another
I'm good.
question. I was thinking, was what do you wish you had known 10 years ago? Because I think about this one every once in a while. It's popped up a few times in my head. Because, what if you could teleport back knowing what you know now and tell yourself? Because I think it's important if you have, younger siblings or if you ever have a kid. It's like, what do you wish you had known 10 years ago? What actually would have helped you? Who do you want to be for the younger people later on? It's just a weird, I don't know, weird thing to think about.
feel you. I was
I
telling
feel
you
you.
about this earlier.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I would want to tell myself, um, write shit down because
Yeah.
you're gonna forget it. And I had another one, but see, I didn't write it down, so I forgot it.
Yeah,
Damn.
exactly.
Follow your own advice, bro. Come on. You had to write it down.
Oh shit. Yeah, write shit down, and like I said before, put your content out. Um, if you do something with the intention to let people see it, go ahead and let people see it. And even if that wasn't your intention, you could still maybe let other people see it or put it out there for the world. Definitely put your content out would be one thing. Write stuff down. Um, invest in Apple, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Invest in the
First
company.
thing my mind goes to is like, oh, dude,
Bitcoin.
there's so much camera equipment I could have bought if I just, got into like Bitcoin and shit.
Yeah.
Just any allowance, any like money, just put it all into Bitcoin, and you'd be like a millionaire by now. That's the easy answer. That's the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, put your money in Bitcoin. Yep, we all wish that one.
Yeah, we do.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. The hard thing for me is I can tell myself something, but I really just want to show it or put it in the mind cuz you tell someone something, I just think of myself 10 years ago if I go to the young Chase and be like, "Yo, the impossible, it's really possible." I'll be like, "Shut the fuck up." What the fuck are you talking about? Now I'm like, "Ah." It means something to me right now, but it wouldn't mean anything to me back then. So I don't know what I really could tell myself, and that's why
Right.
I don't know,
Mhm.
just be, I guess, yeah, just what I would tell myself is everything you think you know is just gonna go out the fucking window. So just hunker
Right.
down and have a good ground one of just figure out the big questions in life first. The big questions are the most important because everything you think you know keeps getting fucked. So you need to just know why you're doing the things you're doing. Otherwise, you're just gonna get lost every time that you think you grasp onto something in life. It's just gonna get ripped away, and then you're just gonna be like, well, shit. I should have figured out why I'm doing this in the first place. Otherwise, yeah, nothing
Now you have no
matters.
reason to keep pushing.
Yeah,
I
so
feel you.
just figure out, yeah, what your base one is, what your ground zero, what your roots are, why are you doing the things you're doing? Because if you don't know why, and you can't tell yourself that it's worth it, then it's just not gonna be. It'll never be worth it unless you figure out, yeah, your purpose. But yeah, and then figuring out your purpose, obviously, everyone's trying to do that, and it's the hard thing. It's all about growing up and the coming of age stereotypes,
It's
but
very hard.
it's very true. You got to do it, and you got to do it for yourself. You can't have. I mean, you
Yeah.
can have other people help you, and you can kind of use what they say and guide you. But at the end of the day, you got to figure out for yourself. Otherwise, it's not gonna stick. Cause yeah, it'll get ripped away, just like everything else, until you're just
Yeah,
at that ground zero.
yeah, that's very like Buddhist. It's very
Definitely.
Yeah, that's
like
me.
don't hold on to things. Don't be grasping to things that are just temporary, anyways.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
thing that's not
be
temporary
wise.
It would
is
also be
you.
like stick to the plan. Like I feel like I come up with a lot of plans or a lot of ideas that, I think I'm gonna put into motion or I'm like, oh, I should put that into motion. So kind of like along with put your content out, stick to the plan, because I
Yeah,
Yeah,
end up just doing
I've
half of
deviated
it
from a
or
lot of plans.
yeah.
Yeah,
right.
That's what's
and
hard.
then
That's
now
what.
I'm on the original plan that I had in,
Yeah,
and so I think that would be my advice.
That's
Stick to the
what,
plan.
yeah,
don't forget your purpose. You know,
that's what,
Yeah.
yeah,
like
exactly.
don't
Yeah.
forget the reason you're
Stick to
doing
the
it.
plan.
Yeah,
Stick to
because
the plan.
it's so because we're just human and we get ideas and we want to chase them and there's lots of options, especially nowadays. There's so many options. Like you could do so many
Option
things.
paralysis.
That's why I like asking people,
Yeah.
like, why are you doing the thing that you're doing? Because I think it's really important that you truly believe in what you're doing. Otherwise, you're just gonna keep asking yourself, well, maybe I should have been doing this other thing. Maybe I should have done this other thing. But like, if you're really just doing the thing that you actually want to do, like, and you know why, then that's just gonna give you the best option or best choice to just take risks on that thing, and then that gives you the highest rewards possible. Because like, I think nature encourages you to just take risks, but like calculated risk, like
You feel hella more satisfied because you made that choice.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I fucked up my first like 10 years ago. I'd be like, don't live your life for like other people.
No.
I spent too
Yeah.
much I spent too much
Mhm.
time trying to be a fucking medical doctor where I'm like I couldn't give a fuck about being a doctor. Like
Yeah.
man, I was
Yeah.
like, damn, like really stick with the music, bro. Like I had guitar
Mhm.
lessons and like I should have been focused on my fucking early shit. Like I knew
Yeah.
I liked
Yeah.
music.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being a doctor, that's a lot of fucking work to put in to get there. So it's like
Yeah.
you gotta really know that, like, oh man, my whole life's purpose and soul tells me to be a doctor. Otherwise, it's not worth it, man. Like, that's a lot of work to
I'm
get
not
there
gonna stick
and
to
then
it.
back out. You can't back out once you've done 8 years of school. Like, that's fucked. So like, yeah, just figure out. And that's, yeah, I don't know. It's all very difficult because um, there's a lot of people that, and then the time thing is like, there's no set time you have to figure out what you want to do. It's like, just take your time and figure out, listen to yourself.
Mhm.
I think listening to yourself is something that a lot of people find hard to do because, I mean, it's hard to trust yourself, and then it's very scary when you don't trust yourself. But once you do figure out how to trust yourself, and then you're listening to yourself, you usually make the right decision because you're smarter than you think. Like, a lot of people like to play the ignorant card, but like, all of the things you know. You're not dumb. You know everything that you know. And so, like, yeah, if you just listen to yourself, it usually points you in the right direction.
Yeah.
Believe in yourself.
That's good.
And
good
that's the
advice.
place to start. And I say,
That makes me think of
hey,
a good
a
question.
wonderful kind of day.
What's that?
You can learn to look and play. Get along with each other. That's the Arthur theme song. I couldn't remember what theme song.
Yeah, dude, I was hitting some nostalgia bones in me, dude. I was like,
Listen
oh,
to the
I know
the
this
rhythm
song.
of the street. That shit actually claps.
Yeah, dude, Arthur
But it
was
all
sick.
started because he said, what is it? It's a simple message, and it comes from the heart. Chaska
Ooh,
said,
there's that
believe in
voice.
yourself.
Oh, yeah.
You started it, bro. Believe in yourself. That's the name of
Believe
this
in yourself,
podcast.
dude.
The name of this
Oh
episode.
yeah, that might be even better name.
Just gave
Maybe
a
believe in
motivational
yourself.
speech.
Maybe believe in yourself. Yeah, that's the episode name.
I don't know. I'm more on the side of why not, because, or like, just not on all questions, but
Might as
like,
well. Yeah.
yeah, but on like the largest scale, I'd say why not, because it's really hard to find out why. Because, like, oh boy, there's a lot of things to figure out on the why
Yeah,
question.
but
But
why
why not? Pretty simple. It's like, why not, dude? Like, it's just, I don't know. Why not just go for it? Because
Yeah.
it's fine. At the end of the day, it's all right. It'll be all right, even though it seems like it might not be all right. At the very largest scale, it will. Because,
It will.
Because we're
Yeah, you
all,
might as well just do the most interesting thing that you can.
yeah. And
Whatever
go
this
and
the
go
most
for it.
interesting thing.
Yeah, and go
Yeah.
for it, because at the end of the day, we're all stardust, and we'll go back to the same place, and boom, done.
Yeah,
happened?
true.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Take manageable risks. That's another thing I would tell myself. Take manageable risks, not ones that might fuck you for life. Just take ones that you can handle, all right? Even though you seem like you can handle everything, just you're not invincible. Just take manageable risks because you can take
True.
those, and those are the good ones. Yeah.
Get fucking insurance. That's one for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I,
insurance
def- I
is good.
definitely.
Dude, it's hard to
Fuck
think about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
you can
man.
get away with it. You can get away with not having
Mhm.
insurance. So it's like, why
Mhm.
not? Well, because you might fuck yourself. That's why. And it might not be
That's right.
and if it's not manageable for you,
Maybe.
don't take that risk. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can't
It's a
manage
fact.
it. Because if you can manage it, you probably can afford insurance. So just get the insurance.
hmm
Yeah.
But yeah, a little bit of what we were talking about. Think of the question like, what is, and this applies to everyone. Everyone can answer. Like, what's
Right.
your biggest inspiration? Like, one or two of like the artists, or maybe not even artists, just people that have inspired you to be living the life like how you are living it right.
Boom,
Boom.
Kanye and Kid Cudi.
Ooh, Kissy Ghost, let's go, dude. Kid Cudi is a big inspiration of mine as well.
Next
His
question.
concert changed my life.
Move
Yeah,
on.
dude.
Boom.
Kid Cudi is very.
Maybe not the two biggest, but two big ones during a time. What we're gonna say? We're gonna go with freshman, sophomore year, maybe like eighth grade, freshman, sophomore year. Um, those were two artists who were like making it okay to be yourself or be different. Like there was like a
Yeah.
very stigma, like a very, or not stigma, or stereotype maybe, or a lot of rappers were doing the same thing. A lot of people, a lot of
Mhm.
just were being in the same lane. No one was kind of wearing, the skinny jeans and doing all this crazy stuff and wearing the hair like that and all that and making music about like how you feel like on the inside. At least like no male rappers. So I
Yeah.
think like subject matter for those guys is what really got me. Um, Also, like they use like heavy samples. Like I'm always been into like sampling and hip hop, and
Yeah, Yeezus was super heavy. That album's crazy.
wow. But
Changed my
yeah,
perception of music forever, dude. That was super crazy.
fucking
Yeah, that's a good
Jesus.
answer. I really like Kitsy Ghost. So I like that answer a lot.
And I got it by my bedside. Don't ask me why.
Yeah.
My
Powers,
girlfriend
dude.
told me that
Powers.
from my
Yeah, it's got
bedside.
special powers, man. Yeah. How about you,
All right,
Slav?
this is some dope ass cover art. This is just gonna be.
Oh yeah.
While you
Oh,
answer
poster,
the
that'd be
question,
sick.
this is just gonna be. You go ahead and answer, bro.
Oh shit! I can
That's
see
What's that?
myself in the reflection.
Yeah. Oh,
Do you see yourself in the bottom right? So the like my reflection,
it's psych.
it's actually infinity of them.
Oh right,
Do
yeah.
you get what I'm
whoa,
saying?
okay.
Yeah, I can see
Yeah,
myself
yeah.
again, dude. That's trippy as fuck.
Nah, motherfucker.
Wow. Yeah.
Woke as fuck.
But yeah, you sloth.
Yeah, I'd say I'm adding on to that Kid Cudi because when I saw Day and Night in the middle of nighttime, I was just like, who the fuck is this rapper? This shit, the visuals in the video were just hella squiggles, basic cartoon drawings, and I was like, this is
Yeah.
my shit. Like
Who
I
is this?
want more. I want more of this shit.
What is this? I've never
Mhm.
seen this before, but this is me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's pretty
take
much how Day and Night
hella
was.
big inspiration from what's his face, MF Doom, and
Oh,
like,
Doom.
listening to
Yeah.
Dilla,
R.I.P.
listening to
MF
School.
Doom.
Yeah, alright, yeah. That shit is sad.
Mm, yeah.
It's sad because I feel like you don't get to meet any of your heroes. Definitely want to make music.
I know. They always say you don't want to meet your heroes.
I do, dude. I did.
I do,
Yeah.
I do want to meet these people.
Yeah.
That's why I want to tell them that
Mm.
they help me make my music.
Yeah.
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 Luckily, I'm sure he got a lot of love. He got a lot of people tell him that, and there's a lot of artists,
Oh, yeah.
and that is something really important is to tell the artists that, and not even just artists, but I think it's important to tell everyone in your life if they've really helped you, because then it just helps them, and then you feel better, and everyone feels better. It's like just do good
Yeah.
unto others, and good will come to you. It's not even this. It's just like you just help. You just say nice things to other people and you feel good. It's like pretty simple.
I do that so much at work. I'm a troll at work, bro. You know how many people you see at a hospital, and I'm
Yeah.
up and
Oh,
about all
wow.
through that house. So like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
just people waiting for the elevators, people that need directions, people that are like just overly happy or like sad as fuck. Like
Yeah.
you get
Yeah.
it all there, and so like you can just do anything. You can be hella cheerful to them. You can just not look at them at all. Like so, you just get hella different perspectives
It's
from
like
there.
acting.
And
You're over there
exactly, it's
playing it.
acting for
You're
sure.
improving. They're doing a character, and you got to find the character to match them, the compliment.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like I'll
Yeah.
just reflect. Like Dave
Yeah.
Chappelle did a one skit where he was like, you know how like if someone fake talk to you, it make you start talking fake. Like, hey, how you doing? How are you? Like,
Yeah.
when he
Yeah. Oh,
did
yeah.
that, like that's pretty much what I'm talking about. Like reciprocating people's energy and shit. That's what I have to go
Yeah.
through every day.
Yeah. That could
Yeah.
be draining.
Yeah. At a hospital.
That could
Yeah.
be
And
draining or really fulfilling. Either one.
and just
Mhm.
randomly like it just get really serious. Like, do you have this right here? The whoop de whoop de whoop, and like, yeah, we have some medium sized gloves for you right here. It's okay. Like, don't trip.
Yeah. That must be chill though, working at a hospital. Like, maybe not chill, but just
I was
I don't
like,
know. Like, at least when you get done at the end of the day, it's, what you did is
It's
serving
relieving.
people.
Like,
Yeah.
it
yeah.
makes you feel good. Like I've helped. Like
Yeah.
helping old people is the most heartwarming.
Yeah.
For
Telling
me,
them where to go.
I've experienced the
Yeah.
opposite because my favorite job was working at a child care center. I like working with children. I feel
Uh,
very fulfilled at the end of the day because they're just like there's these yeah they can't say that they appreciate you, but you just know that they appreciate every little bit of attention because they're just attention seeking little humans that are running around. It's so interesting to me.
Yeah.
And then my attention span's like right on board with like 1 to 3 year olds, so like they're just like super into me because I'm just like bouncing around, and they're like, oh, ooh, this guy's interesting. He's doing crazy stuff every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Sick. And like,
Mhm.
but yeah, it's just finding out, yeah, what's fulfilling for you at the end of the day when you can go home and just be like, wow, I really think I did a good job, and that is awesome.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, helping out whoever, yeah, whoever it is at the
That's
end
why I
of the day.
like art. I feel like art has helped me the most in my life. So like,
Right.
I'm just trying to pay it forward. Just like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I can't think of anything that I like that makes me feel like life is worth living. Like, that's an important thing to me. Is like, does life feel like it's worth living? And it's like, yeah, because there's this awesome art. I can listen to dope music and watch
Like
good
colorful
movies and
shit.
like just
Yeah.
pull up music videos, and it'll just make everything feel. It's like, oh, it's a bad day, but
Emotion.
it still feels worth it. Yeah, because the emotion's there and people are sharing it, and like it just gives you like faith in humanity, seeing all the dope art out there. That's just my favorite thing ever.
Yeah.
And it's not easy, like making a living doing art.
No.
It's not really a
Making
living
a
for like
living? Nah, maybe like if you end
That's
up
the
teaching
goal.
it,
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
it, teaching it.
yeah. I've considered being like a professor and stuff. That could be cool.
You kind of look like a professor, bro.
I got the stash for
I,
this right now.
I kind of feel like I'm
Yeah.
in class right now.
yeah.
If I could just slowly just.
Yeah.
It's number 2, bro. Like,
Oh, that'd be a super chill class.
The
Right.
plants have inspired me, man. The plants, like
Plants.
specifically, mushrooms and DMT and the cannabis plants, because like especially with DMT, like just like the like researching it afterwards, like you find out that these machine elves, right? They keep showing people impossible things that aren't possible in our realm but are possible somewhere else, just to show you that the impossible is possible. And that's what I was talking about earlier. Is like I just kept wondering like why would they be doing that over and over again? I think it's just
Yeah.
something really important to give not only humans but just any life that just like to keep going, to motivate you to keep going, to motivate you to do things, to rather than just to sit there and do nothing, to do something, because you can do anything, because the impossible is literally possible. Literally. And then like, yeah, and then a lot of times you got people that, you know, the naysayers that tell you it's impossible, and a lot of times I think it's because they've created a system which is benefiting them, and then they don't want you to create a new system. They don't want you to innovate. They don't want you to do something new. They don't want you to know that you can do whatever you want. Like, to them, they've basically just created a system that's profiting them more than it's profiting you, and they want to keep it that way. So it's like they're gonna tell you it's impossible, but
Yeah, it's
you
fucked.
just gotta like tell people, no, you can do whatever, like anything you can think of, you can do it. You can try. You can just go for it, and eventually
I mean, you could
it
swing
can
the bat,
happen.
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, swing
eventually,
that back.
with enough time
You
and
could
enough
try out.
mind power, enough anything, it'll get done.
Mhm.
There's no actual rules to the universe. It just is the thing, and then you just do what you want with it, you know. And then the universe just gives you things, so you can then take those things and do whatever you want with them. It's just all perception. It's all, you can do whatever you want. That's
Word.
what, yeah, inspiration to me is like those people like Terrence McKenna and Paul Stamets, just guys that have studied psychedelia for their whole lives. And like I just, that's, you know, at that time was just a whole world that I didn't even know existed, because I spent most of my life like trying to figure out how do I help the most people, because like I got this thing, I'm alive, and like now what do I do? Like how do I help the most people, because I know that is, you know, fulfilling for me. So how do I do that? I was like, become a doctor, maybe, but I can only help like a certain amount of people. Like, what I really want to do is like maybe invent something. Like, yeah, but someone else, I'm not very good at that. What if I just do art and just like inspire people to like, and just live by example too is another thing. Is like, just, I don't know.
Living by example. People don't do that enough.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Also,
because it, yeah,
art. Yeah, you could touch so many more people with
yeah,
art than, a lot of normal professions, I guess you would say, or I guess a lot of more straightforward
mainstream.
professions. Um,
Yeah.
art,
Yeah,
you could touch more people with. Yeah, I'll go ahead and say that.
because I
I'm
think
with you
it's,
on
to
that.
me, it's worth it to just die by the sword. It's worth it if I die with the right message. The message, like, I'll
Mm.
sacrifice anything to get that message out there, but, you know, ideally, I'll just live a full, happy life, and that's the message, that you can do that. That you can.
Yeah.
Because then it gets to a point where a lot of people are like, you know, like, I can't be you, like, you're special, and I'm like, no, like, I want to tell people, no, I'm not special. I'm like everyone else. Like, everyone is equal. You can just do it, you know, like
Mhm.
everything's equal. So like, you're just special, but everyone's special.
Everyone's special.
Yeah, yeah, so it's not special anymore. You're just an individual. You just have individual traits. So like, use those to your advantage. Like, I use mine to my advantage, and you can get anywhere. If you want to get to the same place as me, you can. Might be harder because I had different individual traits. So maybe you should go on your own path. It's, you know, it's usually ideal. It's to not exactly copy someone, but take inspiration and then
Mhm.
go on your own path. But it's possible. Like, that's what, I don't know. Yeah, basically all that said,
Facts, bro.
all the facts.
Big philosophy.
Big philosophy
Yeah.
time. It's one of those days,
Yeah.
man. One of those days.
I
Philosophy
like
days.
those days.
Those are good
I
I
like
days.
those
appreciate it.
days.
Helps open the mind.
Yeah,
Gets you really
Mhm.
thinking.
opening your mind, man. That's important.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We can
cause
Dude,
see who's done DMT here and who hasn't done DMT.
it's
I'll
really
slowly raise a finger.
it's really hard to be aware and conscious the whole time, and a lot of people run away or try to hide or just close off the things because it's really hard to just take it all in. And that's like another thing with psychedelics. It's really hard to just sit there and just have all the shit hit you. But if you just breathe and let it go through you, and you realize you're okay and you're fine. And now at the end of it, you know more than you did previously. Like, you're evolving, like you're going through time and you're becoming not necessarily smarter but more knowledgeable. At least you're progressing. And as long as you take that and you use the past to then do better in the future, you're always going to be progressing, and that just feels good. As something that, as a being that's temporary, it feels really good that you're progressing, because
Yeah.
you can't just, if you're just stagnant, then what's the point of living if you're not using it all, And then what's
Right.
really hard is when like you're going through something super shitty, or you're like, you basically just feel like you're in a rut for a super long time. It's like, yeah, you're in a
Like,
rut,
you're
but
stuck.
you're stuck. But you
Mhm.
can use that knowledge of being, you're still thinking, you're still actively intaking things, like you're still perceiving things. So like you can use all of that. Like nothing is really wasted unless you're wasting it yourself. If you're just sitting there thinking, you can use that time to then progress or help other people who are doing the same. Because a lot of the experiences, you can just use those to help people that have had similar experiences, to then, and then you feel good and they feel better, and it's just good. It's just
Yeah.
a good time for everyone,
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
That is good. That's good advice for the people out there.
Yeah, like any shitty thing you're going through, eventually you can just use that to be a better person yourself, and then help others who are going through that similar thing, which is
Yeah.
like ultimately what you want to do, right? Like you don't want to just feel shitty and then be gone and then not be able to like help those, because you can end all your pain, right? But you're really just leaving behind everything else. Like it's not actually doing anything for everything. Like if you look at the larger scale, everyone else is still going to suffer. Like it's better if you stay and just power through it and then try and use it, because
Yeah.
a lot of times the hardest things to go through are the ones that are most useful, I'd say.